If you're not impressed with this custom Minecraft terrain, you might be with that lovely house. Yo, how's it going, guys, and welcome back to my Minecraft world. Today we are going to be taking a look at a collection of modern houses in Minecraft. Now we have 5 different styles of modern houses that I will be showing you, and hopefully you like one of them enough to download it and try it out for yourselves. But either way, we're going to be taking a look at the first house, which is a modern beach house. Take a look at this thing, guys. It is made out of stone and sandstone blocks, and it just looks absolutely glorious, especially with that backdrop. And this is the ocean right in front of us, and that is of course the beach. Now we're not going to take a look at all of these things in super detail, but we will be taking a look at the interior and the exterior. I mean, it's sort of really beautiful, I do have to say. Now we're going to walk in over here. As you guys can see, this is basically what the front of the house looks like. We have like a closet on the right hand side with some armor stands in there. I think someone stole our armor because it is just gone. As well as we do have like a pathway going towards the back. I believe this is going to lead towards a lovely bathroom that has this glorious shower and I guess jacuzzi. Also like a bunch of different toilets. And this is built in sort of like a classical style. As you guys can see, we have sort of like a bath built in like a ancient Roman style, if that makes any sense, with well, they didn't have sinks back then, but you guys get the idea. It's just really cool. And also we're going to head back over here to this side of the building and take a look at the second, third, and fourth floor, since there's just so much packed into this one house. You also have a little doorway here leading to the garden and pathway sort of like surrounding the outside, and we could go up the staircase and, you know, take a look at this floor. It is very open and spacious for being such a compact house, as well as we have another jacuzzi located on the second floor because we can never have enough jacuzzis. Then we could go up here to the third floor, and yeah, it's just a lot more spaces. And then we do have a fourth floor which has our bedroom. This thing is just really awesome, and you have a nice view of the beach right in front of you. So it's a really cool house. And yeah, let's go ahead and check out the next one. Now this next house is going to be a classic modern house that has a really nice interior. I chose this one because it is more traditional to what you guys would expect a modern house to be. But now let's go ahead and check out the interior. Now we're going to walk in over here and just take a look at these colors. I really love how the inside of this house is just so colorful. I mean, we do have the shades of brown over here on the ceiling and on this side, but it's also contrasted by all of these greens as well as the oranges, including the floorboards, which look pretty cool. And of course, I'm using the Flows HD texture pack on all of these maps. We have a very large house. We can go over here to the right hand side and see the living room along with the kitchen. Really cool stuff. And we do have a lot of like the modern house features, such as this like arch that goes up like that, and then the windows, which are sort of made out of our upside down slabs, as well as the windows and whatnot. Really look all iconic. Now I'll leave the full exploration to the house for you guys, but we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the very large living room. And yet again, it has a lot of different colors that are sort of earthy. As you guys can see, we have a lot of browns as well as oranges and greens, just like the entrance to the place. And I think it just adds in a lot of character and doesn't make it some sort of like simple gray house. As well as you can come down over here and access my favorite part of the house, which is our swimming pool. So we can just jump down over here, have some fun, and you know, just mess around in this lovely space. But either way, that is our traditional modern house. Let's go ahead and take a look at another house. This map is going to be a modern mansion. I really wanted to include a mansion just to show you what you could do with the modern style. It has a helicopter on the roof, tennis courts at the back, a basketball court, a pool on the inside and the outside, as well as tons and tons of rooms. This thing's absolutely mind-blowing and definitely one of the maps I will continue to play on in Minecraft. But either way, let's come down here to front gates and start exploring this very detailed compound. What I like about this map is that even the outside is super decorated, unlike the other maps that you guys have been seeing that has either no like yard at the front, or you know, spaces on the outside, or just maybe just a little. It This one really just takes it to the next level. It has a freaking pool at the front of the house, a gigantic, massive pool. I mean, they're really not holding back. They're just showing off to all the neighbors with our pool slash jacuzzi. But either way, yeah, that's one of the features of the house. But let's go ahead and try to find the front door, which is located on the left. And straight away, as you guys can see, the design of it is just brilliant. We could walk past the front room, then into this room over here. We have another section of the house on that side, and then towards the back area where we have a much larger pool with a huge, well, this is an Olympic sized pool, by the way, if you guys have noticed, with some diving boards. We have a short one and a tall one. Then we have places like chill on the outside, and then we have a tennis court over there, or a volleyball court. I believe it's a volleyball court, as well as we have just a lot of other rooms. I'm gonna try to show you guys my favorite rooms, since there's really so much things in this house. It's kind of overwhelming to take a look at all of them. But this is my first favorite room of the house. It basically is a living space, but it also has a gigantic dining room table at the back with a huge window that basically gives you a view of the entire front space, as well as the pool. It also has a kind of staircase to take us down into a much more private lounge area. This lounge area is sort of like for throwing parties, because as you guys can see, we have like this cool lighting at the center of the table with some high chairs and then like a bar at the back. And it's just really, really cool. I would love to have a house like this. And we also have like a bathroom over here for those of you that wants to like throw up if you guys are partying too hard. But yeah, that's pretty much this space, and that's really why I like it so much, because of this additional section. Even though that really doesn't count as the same room, I'm going to count it. And then right at the front, we have a lovely fireplace, and also we could go ahead and take a look at another room. Now this is going to take us out into a staircase space, and this staircase will take us down into different spots on the map. And this is my second favorite room in the entire house. It's going to contain a bunch of different horses. We have a skeleton horse, a regular horse, and then a zombie horse, or two skeleton horses. And it's just like a really cool dance floor. As you guys can see, it's like different colored patterns on the floor, and it's just really cool. Also, we have this ginormous aquarium on the side, and it's obviously not going to be filled with fishes, but you can imagine something like this in real life would be insanely cool to look at. We could possibly have some sharks in there or something like that, as well as we could go back upstairs and take a look at another section of the house. There is, I would say, about 3 floors of this house, or maybe just 2 floors. It just looks absolutely brilliant, every single spot on it. We can't look at every detail of the map, but it includes a lot of things that you guys should definitely check out. Now we're gonna go back to this part of the map over here, where we kind of went down into our basement to check out the horses, then come across to, I would say, the guest house. And then in the guest house, we have several different rooms. This is one of the bedrooms, very large, I know, for a guest room. And then you can go up here to the top and sort of walk over from the top of the guest house into the top of the main house. So yeah, that's definitely pretty interesting to say the least. One of the main features of the guest house is our garage. It's located at the bottom over here. It's a really long walk, but I would not be complaining if I had a house like this. And did I just get lost? Yeah, that was not the garage. I need to go back up the staircase and oh, here it is. Okay, so we go down, and this is where our very large garage is located. And then if I pull back over here, you guys can see that it really does look cool from the outside. So yeah, that is pretty much our entire mansion. I didn't get to show you guys every single detail, but like I mentioned, you can download the map and mess around with this, since the point of this series is really just to show you guys a collection of cool maps that you could play and download. So we just took a look at a gigantic mansion, so I wanted to just give ourselves a little break here to look at something smaller. This is going to be a mini modern house. It has a very nice front yard as well as surrounding environment, and it is gated off, so it's supposed to be like a house located in a suburban neighborhood. And it does not have an interior, but it's a really cool design. I did want to include this because you guys could just download it and sort of just customize it and personalize it to your own needs. Okay, so here we are at the front gate once again of this house. It's quite small. We have a pool on the right hand side with a pond on this location. Then we have a few seating arrangements on the left hand spot of our front yard, and another pond. And then there's pretty much nothing at the back. It's just a few fences and whatnot. Then we could go back to the front door and take a look at the inside. Even though there's nothing in there, we can walk up to it, and as you guys can tell, there's just a lot of space to pretty much add in anything that you like. You can add in a bedroom and a kitchen, and all of the things that you would need inside of a house, of course. And I would say the house itself does look quite unique and pretty interesting for a modern house, and it's very compact, so I really do like this one. And hopefully you guys download it and personalize it and maybe submit that map in the description box down below. If you do add in redstone, I would be very interested in that, but that is the builder of the map. Now let's go ahead and take a look at another one. So this will be the final house that we're going to be taking a look at, and it's going to be an A-frame house. I didn't really find out about these houses until recently. They look very cool and very unique, and they're also like a modern style, so I really didn't know this, and I'm very excited to possibly explore this type of style in the future. Maybe create a redstone house out of this specific house, or if you guys have seen a house in this video that you like, that you want me to transform into a redstone house, definitely tell me and we would do that. But either way, this is the house. We have the garage on the left hand side. We have, of course, the doorway and the walkway over here. And I mean, just look at this thing. It just looks so cool. I would really love to live in a house like this, even though it's probably not as spacious on the inside because of the slants. But we walk in over here on the right hand side, we just have some empty spaces, and then we can kind of circle around here into a small seating arrangement and fireplace area. There's really not much, but under the staircase we do have a small pond, I guess you would say, or just a small water spot. And then on the left side we have our garage. I mean, I could live with this amount of space. And then up to the second floor, it's obviously empty, but you could add in a bedroom here along with any other necessities that you need in your house. You don't have a bathroom, but we could obviously find space to add that in. And also we have a balcony over here on this side, which I think is very cool to see the mountain tops and all these amazing looking pine trees. I really love this one because of the environment. This is a custom environment. As you guys can see, it has like extended trees. They're not the regular Minecraft pine trees. They're like super tall, and they just look really cool. It's like a cabin in the woods somewhere, and then you could, like, you know, view this wonderful environment from this nice what do you call this, porch or patio, whichever one. But either way, we can come back down to here and possibly take a look at the back of the house a little bit more in detail. We have some minor decorations on the outside, as well as this decoration over here, which I think is really cool. I really love seeing things like this on the map, because even though it's just like random leaves or whatever, it does add in a lot of character, as well as even the snow is like strategically placed. And then we have this very nice little decoration at the back of the house, and it looks really cool, and that's the fireplace. And yeah, that is pretty much going to be the A-frame house built in a modern style. So guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. If you did enjoy it, please take 1 second to crush that like button. Tell me which was your favorite modern house in the description box down below, as well as you can tell me which house you want me to transform into a redstone house, and we will do that. As well as don't forget to click on the videos on your screen right now. That way you can see other cool maps and other cool things. And don't forget to subscribe to see it when I post my latest videos. This was Twist, and I'll see you guys next time.